Hello, everybody. We are back. While we were gone, we did get a gifted sub, not a gifted sub, a resub. So thank you very much for that. Although the tracker doesn't reflect that. So let me just do this real quick. Subscribe. There we go. Because we're supposed to be at 48 by now. Fantastic. So you've all been walking down this long, windy path. The different sections in these ruined Shidarkai and Drow civilization. As beautiful as it once was, now it's just a reminder of how easy an empire can fall. How much you can lose in such a short period of time. Now, you all are traveling for a long time. You're following behind Jackie, who has taken the lead into the front, walking easily throughout this region. What's the marching order?
I'll go behind Jackie.
I'll go behind Draco.
That
Then I'll
leaves.
be behind Draco.
I guess
Or
Gable's
can-
taking out the rear.
Alrighty. Let me get Jackie's token.
Can I be next to Draco? Or is it then?
There's a lot of sections where you could be beside him, but knowing that you will be behind him for whenever you hit those sections that aren't is important.
We get into combat, is what he's saying.
Well, maybe you get into combat where it's a little bigger. You never know. You might get lucky. Who knows? You know, shit happens. Oh, that is not his token. That is not his token. I almost showed you guys the wrong token. There we go. This one. He's not that big, though.
Let's have his cool. Yeah.
There he is.
More or less, this is what he looks like. Though blunted ears, he is human in appearance. So, you all begin traveling, walking behind him slowly but surely. Periodically, he does have to stop and take a break. He is very, very wounded.
I'm okay with this.
I'd imagine.
He doesn't have to do it every hour, by the way, Drew.
No?
The dark vision. It's every 8.
Oh, then it just stays on you and he takes a break.
Okay.
And everybody else does have dark vision, so you don't need it either? Because he'll totally give
Yeah.
it to you. It's free, you know?
We're good. I think. Yeah.
Alright. As you're staying down here and taking periodic stops with him to rest inside of a different chamber that used to be a resident, used to be a food hall, a courtyard, perhaps. Eventually, you come across a craggy area where the landscape seems disturbed from underneath. The stones mix-matched and leveling over one another as if they've been destroyed and ripped upwards aggressively. And in front of that area, there's a large, mossy field and what looks like the ruins of an underground fountain. As you get closer to that area, he leans against the wall to stop yet again. Up ahead, it's a large, open area. Just let me catch my breath.
Is there something we need to worry about? You mentioned monstrosities.
Yeah. You should always be wary of them.
Just look around.
Roll a perception check.
Six.
I'm gonna look around too.
Okay.
Oh my god.
10. Well, you look out in the opening, and it does stretch upwards above you. You didn't realize it, but you've been walking down into the earth much, much further. Above you, there's about 80, 90 feet. Your eye scope can just barely make out stalagmites that shine with this glowing ember essence about them. Like little gems crystallized across the ceiling. And as you look up, you're like, holy shit, this area is fucking huge. You also note that there are creatures that don't make sense to you. Some of them look like gelatinous entities. Some of them look like large hulking wolves that look malformed and bubbled over. Everything in here looks unnatural.
I'm gonna relay this that I see some really weird creatures up ahead.
And we gotta go through there.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we need to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I can help us a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just everybody stay close to me while we're moving. I'll try to not move too quickly if I can. He stands up and he pulls what appears to be a thread out from the air, where you notice that the blackened tendrils pull closer and kind of swirl around you all. You all have a +10 bonus to your stealth check. Now roll your stealths.
Pass without a trace.
Yes.
I'm going to use my game inspiration.
Go for it.
24, 25.
Yeah, not a bad start. 28.
20. Hey.
Holy shit, Gabe.
I'm not going to say Jackie's number, it's high.
Actually, I'm not going to
47.
use my game inspiration, just the negative roll. 15.
Sure. 15. You bring the party's average down to 19. No. 20. Yeah. So? You all feel the tendrils kind of hug against you and comfort you from sight of everything around you. You step out into this city as it used to be, now overgrown with thick, heavy moss at different intersections and different archways. As you are moving forward, he does whisper back, don't touch the moss. Sometimes it touches back.
Good thing we don't have to worry about Noel.
You're goofy, friend.
He likes to touch plants.
Does he like flowers?
I think so.
Really? What kind?
The ones in the middle of the forest that poison you and freeze you all night long. Those.
And I think he's talking about something else.
Flowers are very nice.
Mm-hmm. They're very nice to give to people, too.
And he likes spears. I'm being honest here. He really does like spears.
Okay. He continues moving forward. As you walk through the area, he does have to roll a survival check, still at disadvantage. Okay, that's not that very great. You're forced to walk through the meat of the courtyard in order to get to the other end of this city. Now, it's an underground city built from the base center and moving out like a coliseum upwards, with different buildings stretching up and up and up all the way to the ceiling. So you have to first walk down into the bowl and then back up. You're going to be out in the open for a little bit. You make it towards the beautiful fountain. Though it's no longer in use, you can still see the amount of etching and detail that went into this beautiful, pure artifact. This old, ancient art masterpiece. You see a drow woman standing tall, presenting her hand forward in a large gesture, and two individuals underneath her praying up in worship.
Interesting.
And roll me a religion check.
If I'm good at stuff I'm not supposed to be good at. Yeah, 17.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how this game works. You look at the drow woman, and you start moving her features around a little bit, and you discern that that's actually a statue to Eluvregine. Many cultures view different gods differently, of course, but it's still representative of her. Apparently, their society worshipped her a long time ago.
I'll have to tell her that I saw a statue of her. Interesting. Hey, Kuthar, it's Eluvregine.
That woman. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Do you flinch?
Slightly.
Shit, where? Well then. You all continue to move forward, making it past this fountain, and heading upwards the other slope, moving and molding between some of the buildings. As you are walking past, you do look inside a few of the homes as you hear this disgusting gnarl and chewing sound. It's like a rubbery meat being ripped and gnawed upon, open-mouthed and very obnoxiously. When you look inside, you see these creatures with mouths on their hands, running their hands over the top of dead rats, just ripping them apart. They look human, other than the fact that they don't have eyes and the mouth on their face is sewn shut.
It's the descent.
There's something. And roll sleight of hand.
Come on in.
13.
Tink. You look up. Everyone in your party looks over at you. The first noise that has emanated from your group since you started walking.
Gabriel mouths in.
However, nothing seems to respond to the noise. You walk past some of these homes where you see these creatures gnawing and eating at dead rodents and other choice creatures that can be found in this location. They seem to have hobbled up inside of these homes by themselves. You even notice a cloaker is being held by one of these creatures, kind of like a teddy bear, but you still hear the loud chewing noise coming from its hand.
I want to ask what these are, but I'm not even gonna ask him to say a word. I'm not gonna say a word walking.
Would you like to make a check to see if you know?
Sure, I'll try and make a check.
All right. Arcana.
Sure. 9.
There was an error in Solemn's history where Deepyard allowed all magic practices without any supervision. And this is what happens when you try to imbue sorceress power into creatures that are not suitable forcefully. They've been malformed by the demonic energy that they try to imbue them. They are failed experiments. So, you all continue walking through.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like the worst faces of like disgust.
Well then. Once you make it towards the top of this walkway, you all hear something. It sounds like a music box.
Oh no.
The music bellows out from it. One note after another. And it's mesmerizing. Would all of you mind giving me a charisma saving throw? Keep in mind, based off of where Gabe is in the marching order, only Kothar and N gain the benefits.
I'm gonna use my game inspiration for this.
Wait, +3?
A +3, that is right.
Fuck! 13.
You all walk past fairly easily. But Draco, you bump into Jackie, who's just started dancing. Kind of like a self-appointed waltz. And when you look back at everyone else seems fine other than N, who is doing the exact same thing. Though N's dancing is a more fluid and natural manifestation of emotion.
I'm gonna like tug on Jackie a little bit to see if he'll like snap out of it.
He does not.
Kothar, what do we do?
We need to grab him and just move.
All right,
Now.
you grab in. You grab him. Or
Gabriel, go grab in.
yeah.
Throw him over.
Okay, grab.
Throw them over his shoulder.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Proper gender is very important to people.
It's still dancing, just...
Yep. I actually need opposed athletics from N and Gabe. You know, I need it.
Are you sure?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, even if he gets a nat 1, I mean...
So, yeah.
Yeah, Gabe wins. A dirty 1. As you are struggling, notably Gabe, you overpower N so easily that you're not even really breaking your stealth as they're trying to sway and move. Kothar, I need the same thing from you, and Jackie is not as much as a ragdoll as N is. Okay, maybe he's not that much. You don't break your stealth. As all of you keep moving. You're holding your allies and you keep walking and moving a bit more quickly. And you look behind yourselves getting out of that area, and you do notice a couple of creatures have like begun swaying and moving into that general vicinity. Draco, roll me a perception check.
Fuck this place.
19.
As one of the creature dances towards a building, you see this horrific white ghost-faced individual with a chin that sharpens down to a deliberate point and a nose that looks just as long is cranking a little tiny box, just smiling. And as they get closer, the individual's robes open up and seem to consume them. Just luring them in.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't look over.
It's just still dancing.
The music is so nice, and you're trying to get closer. Trying. After you travel for about 60 feet from that location, and you no longer hear the music. Anne and Jackie both stop dancing. Break out of it.
Thank God.
But that's... My mind is weak, I am sorry.
It's
Huh?
okay. We're good.
And you know you were charmed.
Yeah.
But the tune, I mean, that was a slapper. That was...
That was good. That was like, I'll have to like look into that sort of thing. That's good.
I don't think you want to look back there at all.
No. I mean the whole idea of it, using music to like charm people. It's a good idea.
Enchantment is the most evil form of magic practitioner in the world.
Mhm.
And the charisma caster.
It's just like,
So it's that or firebolt.
look, enchantment leaves a lot of people alive and helps you avoid a fight. If it's used the right way.
It's when it's used the other way that it's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna argue with on that one, but just
The breaking of somebody's free will is disgusting.
All right, let's keep going. I don't want whatever that was to catch up to us.
It's a mockery.
Seems like it's hunting in a specific area. This is an area for just lost souls and things that prey upon it.
yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Very.
The creature's called a mockery.
It's called a mockery.
It lures people out through a sense of recognition of a song or an experience. Makes them lose control of themselves. They're fairly powerful demons.
There are just demons walking freely here.
What else?
Let's just keep going.
Yep.
I got distracted. I assume N isn't affected anymore.
That is correct. Unless you just want to keep carrying N, and N gets to not exercise, which is a good day.
No. No, it gave me to keep free for combat.
Already?
And I have to keep active so I can keep my abs. Thank you. They're for show only, but
Aesthetic.
exactly.
If there was
They don't
spray
do
tans,
anything.
woo!
Don't. That ultra self is.
By the way, Gabe looks like a ripped tiefling right now, thanks to his hat.
Ah, you changed your disguise.
Sure, why not?
Already.
He'll change back into a human when we get to civilization, since tieflings aren't very fond. People are very fond of tieflings.
Of course. So you all continue traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You make it to a large room, down past a few more hallways. This room opens up as a dome around yourselves, and is beautiful. The work around the walls seem unsullied, despite how desecrated these caves are.
So this seems like a worked area. Someone like built this to be something to live in.
No. It looks to be some type of hall.
Oh.
Large, only 2 entrances. The one that you just walked through, the other one that is currently blocked off by makeshift doors from wooden planks that were barely cut properly, set into the stonework poorly. As you look around, there is a throne in this hall as well, seated on top of about 6 stairs, where there's large tapestries placed behind it. The tapestries depict a very beautiful, strong, drow woman looking down at the area. Kind smile. And you recognize the portrayal once again. She wears blue very well.
I'll have to tell her. That's a fantastic tapestry there.
Is this a throne room?
Maybe. There is a throne and it is a room. Sorry, I was
Doesn't
supposed to be in
this-
character. Maybe there is a throne and this is a room.
You said that you saw camping supplies where?
Past that door, but this door was not here last time. I came through.
Someone's put that up.
Why?
Block something. It looks like it's to block the doors. So is it to block something in? You know, keep people out of here, or to keep something in there. That'd be the one of 2 options.
Well, if they were keeping something in, why create a door at all?
It's a weak door that's... It's just... It's made out of loose wood.
Maybe it's to.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's...
Now.
She's a crier.
Meow. Attention, right meow.
Right, meow. I'm gonna look around and see if there's any sort of markings or anything on the wall that would show what this was.
Gabe follows behind, keep an eye
That
out
would
for traps.
be investigation.
Yes, it would be. As for Gabe as well. You know, you got people in the group with like +3s and shit, but why would you ever let them roll? Like, you're just gonna... Okay. 17 is good.
In is curious.
Yeah. You begin walking around and Gabe stops you from going towards the throne before he looks first. Because, well, throne. If you're going to protect anything magically, that's probably a good place to do it. So instead, you start over by the walls, and as you're investigating, looking much more closely into them, looking at the beautiful scribings imbued into them, it's a cultural platform. The walls have very delicately chiseled in stories that you're looking through and seem beautiful, and this level of detail just doesn't get utilized anymore nowadays. I mean, nowadays people do stuff like this through magic. They did this by hand to show respect towards it, to take time to really appreciate it. It's kind of like when you buy a generic knockoff brand sword, when you could have bought one crafted by an actual blacksmith, beautifully customized in a very specific design. Both of them, to the naked eye, are beautiful, but one feels better and looks a little better. Now, you don't discern any illusions in here, N.
Mm-hmm.
However, Gabe, as you're up on top of this platform, looking at the throne, yes, that throne does have magic associated with it. necromancy. And it's probably a bad idea for anybody to try to sit in it. However, as you get back behind the throne, you do notice that there is a button on the floor. And, well, curiosity killed the paladin. You step on it. And you watch from across the room, all of you hear as a section of the wall opens up. All of you need to give me a con save, though.
Shit.
Excluding Gabe. Gabe, you're far enough away.
I really don't think he would just have stepped on the button, but okay.
Oh, don't worry. It's not going to be that bad. And you turn over and just... Oh, that's disgusting. It smells like death behind that door. Gabe or Kothar, you also cover your nose and go, yep, that's decay. That is definitely decay.
That's bad.
However, Draco, you just look back there and decide, I'm not breathing right now.
Nope.
You can't make me.
So as you look in there, there is a blown body lying inside of the door frame. Very long since deceased, with long black and blue looking outfit. Adventurer type. There's a bag in there as well. Glasses positioned on the nose and a very frail and thin looking exterior. You can barely make out what appears to be drow-like skin attached to them, as the corpse is just lying there.
Draco.
Yep,
Gabe
I'll,
goes to investigate.
yep, I'll go look with...
As soon
I'm
as
gonna
Gabe
step
steps
back.
off the button, the door begins closing.
Here, I'll
Stay up
get the
there.
button. Y'all,
Thank you,
you
Anne.
can.
Don't
Yup.
don't touch the throne. It's got magic on it.
Okay, I've got my crown. We're good. Focus on the. I got the crown. Don't need
You're right. You do have a crown and there's a throne in front of you. Give me a wisdom save.
I was saying I have a crown. I don't need the throne.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. But
Ugh,
how much does Zen believe that?
a lot.
Yeah, a lot. hey, just comic reasons, you know? But I wanna.
I would like to. That's a bad decision.
Because Gabe warned you about so many things. Not all of these things should be able to kill you.
He warns me about walking around in a bar. He warns me that the pillows are too soft. I mean,
So anyways, as you head over there, Gabe, you hit that noxious smell, but considering your backstory, you're able to stave it off fairly well as well. You and Draco both walk into this little tiny room, which has scratch marks all around the wall. Etchings. Gabe, because of your captivity once upon a time ago, these were traces of hours or days. It's hard to tell. Each scratch represents one, though. There are dozens.
Gabe looks around a bit and investigates the body and the bag it's got.
Roll your
I'll
investigation. Roll your investigation, please.
Invest.
Whoa.
23. You look at the body. And despite the scratch marks on the wall, the body doesn't seem to be in any type of feral state. As if it died almost peacefully. Down here. You begin looking through and you find an amulet which has some type of signet attached to it. You don't know that much about politics, though. So you kind of just like toss it away. You're like, that might be worth something. You find the glasses, and like when you hold them up to your eyes, they're very nice, pristine, and like when you kind of toss it behind you, they don't break and shatter. Hint, hint.
Yeah, I figured that out from the last other game.
Yeah. That was funny. Here, I'll test. Break.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want the option bro. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I gotcha. I understand. And then you go into the bag where you find that there are 2 items of interest: a book and a journal. The book itself is locked. The journal is not locked.
If I've investigated everything, I'm gonna get back out of here real quick.
Okay. You walk back out. Do.
What'd you find?
2 books, was it?
There's 1 book and 1 journal.
Okay, 1 book and 1 journal, and some magical glasses, and what's the last? Oh, and a signet. Gabe brings them over to Anne. You recognize any of this? Can you identify what these glasses are?
I don't have the ability to figure out what things are yet.
I'll look at that signet and see if I remember it or know what it
History
is.
check.
12.
Well, considering how closely you work with the family, Cyanodel. Siannodel. Cyanodel.
Okay.
You work closely with the family because, well, Leon Chi comes to this city to go meet with the council, and he advises that council member, Byro Cyanodel.
I looked through the book.
Which one?
The one that's not locked.
The journal.
The journal. Okay.
Okay. You open up the first page, and this appears to be a diary of some kind. Would you like to investigate the diary?
Sure.
How much time will you allocate to doing this?
Just a minute.
Okay. Roll your investigation.
Get the Cliff's notes.
Gabe begins reading the first little bit, and it appears to be something of a research journal. There's one paragraph in it that stands out to you. The research has been mostly complete. A child of our kind will be touched by the fates when they come of age. Only 3 children are possible subjects. Unfortunately, my son is one of these candidates. The council wants to test him for this feature. The test requires a great loss to spark his true potential. I'm afraid of what they wish for me to do for the requirements.
Gabe mentions that to everyone, and I guess he puts away the objects. Magical glasses, a lockbook, a journal.
Let me see the books real fast.
Gabe hands the books over to Draco.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should probably tell this. You said it was Cyanodel, Draco?
Mm-hmm. It was. That's what the signet belonged to.
Which Draco would be the only person who knows it's Byro Cyanodel. Since none of you even knew who he was by seeing his face.
I'd tell them it belonged to the...
good point. You would know that, then.
Mm-hmm. That's the guy that's hired us to come out here.
We want to know his family, then.
Since my background is sage and librarian, can I read this book any faster or find out anything extra about it?
Not really faster. You can roll an investigation, and the amount of time you allocate to reading it is how much details I will relinquish to you based off of your roll.
All right.
I think we need to keep moving, guys. This is something that we can.
That's fine.
Look at later.
We can keep moving, and I'll read while we walk.
Okay, so Gabe had got the glasses. The amulet or the Draco has
The signet ring.
signet ring. Do you want this ring, Draco?
Just keep it safe. That's fine.
Okay, I'll hold on to the ring, and Draco, I guess, is looking through the books.
Yeah.
And I'll like use their tail as they walk to like help Draco. They have like sitting on top of the like Draco's like wings / hands, and that's just like guiding
Can I-
him so he can walk
can
and
I-
read.
Burn the body.
I wouldn't. We
Why?
never know. I don't trust touching anything in here after what we've seen.
I just think it'd be a shame to let him just rot in here.
He's already a skeleton.
And I assume the bag is just a plain old bag, since
Is it a skeleton?
It's a decayed body, but yes, Gabe, the bag is just the bag. An adventuring bag. There's useless items compared to what your party already has inside of it. Unless, of course, you wish to take a short sword or a dagger. Mundane, both.
You can burn it then. I misheard. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not a skeleton, it's just decayed. Still partially fleshy.
I'm reading the book while we walk.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna use my actual fire breath. Yeah, I'm gonna just make sure, like, just kind of a proper.
should we
Go for
open? Should we open the door now?
I can open the door if you wish. He
You don't
goes
mind,
over.
We need to move these things.
You watch the shadows like swirl around him and he disappears from sight.
I need to learn that.
And then the door opens from the other side. There's nothing over here.
Thank God.
Okay, and then there's the other exit.
The one that you came through. Yep.
I
So
thought you
the
said you
door
came
wasn't an
through here.
exit?
No, there is one door that you all came through, and then the one that has the door. Sorry, there's a passageway, an archway that you came through, and then the one that has the makeshift door. That's the only two in or outs of this chamber.
So nothing hiding back there, but that has to be the way then.
That is the way.
The way, brother.
That meme just never dies. I love it so much. You are not the queen.
Walk in front of Draco while he's reading,
Okay.
so he's at least not front.
Draco, if you are walking while reading, I'm going to say disadvantage. I've
so
tried this, and only animes make it look easy. It's fucking hard.
All right, I got you.
I said disadvantage, damn it. 19. I'm just...
Well,
yeah,
I already said that In is like using their tail to help him.
right, but it's just, it's the task of it that's difficult. It's, unless you're like literally carrying him, that's a different story, but N can't do that.
No,
Draco's not that heavy. He's probably only a few pounds heavier than Jockey, honestly. You're a bird.
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
no. They can barely keep themselves upright.
that's fair. That's
Right.
So, you're just going to keep reading the book then? You're not planning on putting it down?
Not until we see something or need to do something. Yeah.
Okay, so let me roll to see if anything happens from here to some other destination that's X amount of hours away.
Okay, till we make it out. I just want to read it for. Give me an hour reading it, and that's it for now.
Okay.
Why don't you just read and we get.
In 1 hour of travel, none of you are impeded upon. And other than a few trip-ups and people having to keep guiding you, you get another 2 notable passages. Impeded upon. I may have said peed. Thank you. Here's the second passage. that stands out to you. My son has seen me strike his mother. I have a heavy heart after that look on his face. I do not want to bring my wife deeper into my world, but she understands my actions. I am blessed for such a strong woman to be by my side. I do not deserve her forever. I hope all will be worth my actions. You continue reading through, and it keeps discussing this experiment and the council that wants him to conduct this. Then you find another section. One of the first places that actually has notable people inside of it. I am now indebted to Balazar. I had him modify my son's memory of what I did. I am unsure if my goals are aligned with the council anymore. They have already taken Splice for experimentation. They aim for Zula next. However, her father caught wind and has run off without a trace. My wife has been watching me more closely lately. After an hour of travel and reading these little bits of information, eventually Jackie stops and everybody kind of stops and lurches forward. Draco, you bump into N, but then stabilize the both of you, because Monk.
Wow.
Jackie points further ahead, where you all notice something vile. A gray exterior, huge, and I'm saying huge, creature. The arms are blubbery and large, contorting and jiggling with every movement, and the torso drapes down to the floor with what appears to be very tiny gray legs behind it. The head of this creature looks demonic as well, as it is lurching forward, sliding and scraping its body against the surrounding area. I would like everybody to roll me stealth checks.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's about right.
I am
Yep.
going to use my game advantage on this.
Hey.
Hey!
I had 2 great rolls, the bad one.
Oh,
There's-
no.
Do we still have +10?
No, you do not.
Drat.
By the way, everything that you've been reading so far, so you can just copy and paste over.
Yeah, I had been typing like the key, like cliff notes, but that works a lot better.
Yeah. The creature continues sliding, scraping its body against the ground, moving and snarling. And you wait until you no longer hear the scraping noises to continue moving. He looks back at each of you. What the fuck was that?
Mm.
Uh,
Religion check?
Arcana.
Ooh, I got it, boys.
I wouldn't know.
Somebody want to assist me?
I will.
Kothar, you
You
kind of
assist-
like the bard ability of I've experienced a lot of shit, so you sometimes know random things.
Okay.
But then again,
Nice.
there is a literal bard. 26, Draco.
Thank for the assistance. Thank God.
Much like those tinier creatures with the mouths on their hands, those type of experimentations went wrong in many, many, many different ways. That was probably something or someone that got turned because they wanted to make them larger. See what the restraints of enlarge really could do. What happens if you push that spell just a little bit too far? Sometimes the mortal body is not made to withstand that amount of magic. Failed experiments. That's everywhere
deep
surrounding
thoughts.
this forest.
I would tell everybody, like, so it's a large spell gone wrong. We don't need to mess with that thing.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
You were.
You're good.
We just saw your face.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, let us continue.
Mhm.
Is Deep Yard continuing things like this?
From
I mean, we've
I-
seen a lot of weird shit.
Don't know.
reading this journal, I wouldn't be surprised.
I really
As-
don't like staying in Deep Yard.
Not anymore. No.
We get what we need and we get out.
But Ignatius is so nice, guys.
He is,
Uh-huh.
but it
Uh-huh.
is not useful in Deep Yard.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So, you all continue your travel. One last stretch to see if anything happens. Are any of you doing anything to help yourselves through this situation?
Inn is going as quiet as they can.
So stealth.
Stealthy.
Same, yeah. Stealth.
Sure.
So you stop reading your book.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not reading the
Um,
book right now.
Seeing that everyone else is acting like this, he will use some of his last key points to do Pass Without a Trace again.
Doo-doo. Kothar took my roll this time.
So a low of 16, a high of 30 something.
31.
No, that's not the high.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying for like.
Oh no, that's insanely good. But like, he's a sneaky fucker. As he continues walking through the area, you all follow after him. Periodically, he disappears from sight, shoots further ahead, and then reappears, manifesting himself from a shadow right beside you all.
Hmm.
It's going to give me a heart attack.
I heard a noise. I wanted to be sure we're not walking into something.
Did you see anything?
Giant rats. They're not a problem anymore.
Oh, God.
As you round the corner, you see 3 giant rats. All are dead.
Thank you.
They're rats. Any of you could have done it.
You did it quietly, though.
He continues walking. You're running into a hall of some sort. The ceiling rises to about 15 feet above you and stretches on for a very large territory. There's pillars scattered every 6 feet across from one another and X'd into the walkway. So 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, and matches it in an X that leads all of them separated by that same little cross-sectioned link as you all begin moving through. You maneuver around this, and those of you with the higher passives, aka just Draco. Just Draco, yeah. You notice that these pillars all have chains and hooks towards the top and bottoms of them. And you look further away, and sometimes having that high passive is a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. You see 2 skeletal arms still hanging from chains, and a collapsed body down below of someone who was just left there.
I'm gonna like point at the body, like to get people not to step on it.
Well, with
Like
your
the
stealth, I don't think anyone sees you.
Okay. Yeah.
26.
Yeah. No, just keep going.
Crotch.
I am trying to keep an eye out for any of that campsite.
Okay, roll a perception.
All assist.
You both do it. I assist
okay.
perception is stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
You both do it.
Never mind.
Do yours as well.
Do yours.
Yeah. You could always beat a dirty 20.
Yeah, but still, that was pretty good. Dirty 20.
Yeah, it's a good one. But never know. Could have been a 21. Could have been a boat. Never know.
That damn boat mimic.
Damn boat mimic. As you continue through here, if none of you watch Tuesday's game, it's pretty fucking funny.
Great time.
As you all walk through here, you're keeping a very close watch. In Kothar, you kind of see an area off to the side that is very close to you all. This offshoot chamber that looks similar to this one, but the pillars are about 15 feet across from one another. And there appears to be a small set of wood that's placed like a campfire, but was not ignited. For some reason, you're not walking directly towards it. And when you look up ahead, Jacques seems to look towards it as well, but he's walking the long way around for some reason.
Chucky, do you see that campfire? Or what would be?
Shh. He continues moving forward.
Are we heading towards it? But in like a non...
A hook.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're going around and then hooking back. As you get closer towards the location, you hear a very deep, heavy sound coming from inside. A hulking sound. Almost like a breath.
What the fuck is that?
Don't know.
That noise on a board during a lecture. That's...
I'm getting the axe out.
How close are we to the campfire?
You are right outside of a chamber that the campfire is about 60 feet away from you. And you hear the breathing coming from inside the room, but none of you have wanted to peek your heads inside to look.
Jackie, can you get in there without being seen and tell us what that is?
Sure.
Gable has this sword drawn, staying at the ready.
Sure. He peeks his head inside. Pulls it back out. I suggest we all run.
What?
Can we make it to the campsite?
The eye opened and looked at me.
Okay, we're
And I think this is where we're ending tonight's session, everybody.
Oh, that's great. It's eye open. What that means? Oh shit.
It's a little of a creepy one, but this fight's gonna take a lot longer, guys. Especially since your second highest DPS character is not with you, right?
That is very true.
You have Gabe to rely on, no Nolth. But anyways, players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all had a good time, and we will be back again next week. See you around.